The Nebraska State Patrol confirms 5 people have died following a Sunday evening crash in Morrill County. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, authorities say 5 people died as the result of a 2-vehicle accident north of Bridgeport Sunday evening. The patrol says 30-year-old Amy Rednest was driving northbound on Highway 385, hydroplaned on the wet pavement, and spun into the southbound lane. Her vehicle was then struck by a southbound semi, killing Rednest and her 4 passengers, including 31-year-old Vanessa Gomez, 14-year-old Nevaeh Montoya, 13-year-old Emma Reza, and 9-year-old Felicia Reza. All 5 occupants were wearing their seatbelts at the time of the crash. The driver of the semi, 61-year-old Brian Schmier of Hudson, Colorado, was transported to Morrill County Community Hospital in Bridgeport with non-life-threatening injuries. The crash remains under investigation, and the Nebraska State Patrol, Morrill County Sheriff's Office, and Bridgeport Fire and Rescue responded to the scene. Well, investigators with the Wing Drug Task Force have arrested 6 people and seized more than 1 pound of methamphetamine and other controlled substances during an investigation on Friday. The first bust was on Terry Boulevard, where Scott Johnson, Tammy Anthony, Stephen Wrangler, and Tammy Driscoll were all arrested after authorities found approximately 99 grams of methamphetamine and pills in the home. The second bust came in the 2800 block of Avenue H in Scotts Bluff, where 39-year-old Trevor Ballheim and 42-year-old Melissa Reed were arrested after authorities found 477 grams of meth, just under 1 gram of a fentanyl methamphetamine mixture, marijuana, and pills. All 6 were scheduled to make their first appearance on the charges that include possession with intent to distribute today in Scottsbluff County Court. Well, straight ahead, Bill Boyer's in with your full week weather forecast. Stick around. KNEB.TV News will be back right after this.
At Platte Valley Bank, we understand that you have a busy life, and that means you don't always have time to come to the bank. That's why we offer user-friendly online and mobile banking with features such as iPay, recurring transfers, and mobile deposit. So you can bank how you want, when you want to. Whether you prefer to bank in person, over the phone, or online, Platte Valley Bank makes it easy to take care of your finances.
These aren't your average squirt some sauce on them and call them barbecue sandwiches. The bacon is hand sprinkled with brown sugar, and the sauce is made with Kentucky bourbon aged in charred oak barrels, and the meats are perfectly smoked. Oh no!
Arby's, we have the meats.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the Arby's Weather Center. Arby's, we have the meats.
Well, a lot quieter tonight than what we had last night. Sunshine as we go through the evening hours. Will remain clear overnight. Start tomorrow mainly sunny and a little relief from some temperatures out there. It's going to be a very comfortable night. Clear and quiet. Drier air has arrived. That is why it's not as humid as what we've had the last couple of days, and thunderstorm chances non-existent today. Isolated storm chances, though, return starting tomorrow. Temps are going to remain very much near normal. 87 yesterday, about where we should be, right about on normal for a low temperature yesterday morning. We got down below to that 58-degree mark this morning for a low. Add just over a half an inch of moisture here at Scotts Bluff. We're a quarter of an inch ahead now for the month, 277 still ahead for the year. Any of the heat and humidity is well off to our southeast now. Haze at only 89 degrees. Those temps have been well in the 90s for the last several weeks. Low to mid 80s here across our area, and 75 up in Rapid City, 80 in Kimball, 83 Scotts Bluff, 84 in Oshkosh, 81 in Mullen, Valentine, only 78 right now in Gordon. Look at Lusk there at 76 degrees. Winds are out of the northeast. That's helping dry things out a little bit as well. North-northeasterly winds in that 5 to 15 mile an hour range. All this severe weather threat that we had here and those storms held together overnight that were in our area produced some 60 to 80 mile an hour winds across south central Nebraska. That severe weather threat has shifted into portions of Illinois and Indiana and the Corn Belt area. Our area, nothing to worry about here for today. Now tomorrow we have a marginal risk of severe storms just in portions of the region tomorrow, and we'll see that in future cast, and that's going to push up into the rest of the area on Wednesday. Thunderstorm chances are going to be very isolated, though, only expecting coverage maybe 10 to 20%. So they're going to be very few and far between, but those that are out there could pack a little bit of a punch. Nothing to worry about tonight as we go through the evening hours. Clear skies abound, nothing really to be concerned about. Any of that fog should stay off to our northeast tonight and allow for a very nice balloon launch tomorrow morning. Lows into the low to mid 50s. Very comfortable night out there tonight. Tomorrow we start the day with sun. We kick that low cloud and fogs out of here in the morning. We start the day with sun. Again, we're going to bring in a few afternoon clouds and just a hit or miss isolated thunderstorm, mainly from areas, say from Scotts Bluff to Alliance, south and east from there. And it's not going to be very many of them at all. They're going to be, you can count them on one hand anyway, the number of thunderstorms I think we're going to see across the region as we go through the day tomorrow. High temperatures, very comfortable. Low 80s out there, very nice weather conditions as we go through the day tomorrow. Rainfall total is going to be very light, just a couple of hundredths here in a few areas if you get under one of those thunderstorms tomorrow. Otherwise, that's it. Very nice, calm, comfortable conditions. So clear and calm tonight. Very comfy. A nice night to open the window down into the upper 50s. Tomorrow, sunshine returns, mainly sunny again. Now, a stray late-day thunderstorm could be strong, again, late on in the afternoon hours. Highs in the low 80s. And then our 7-day forecast, we stay in the low 80s on Wednesday, mid and upper 80s starting Thursday. Old West Balloon Fest this weekend. Both days look like they'll be in the mid and upper 80s. And then a couple of low 90s sneak in for Sunday and Monday of next week. But all in all, a 7-day forecast that's not completely devoid of thunderstorm activity, but they're going to be very few and far between over the next 7 days.
Name one other restaurant that makes their barbecue with brown sugar bacon and sauce with Kentucky bourbon that's been aged in charred oak barrels. Charred oak barrels, people. And we have a drive-thru. Arby's, we have the meats.
U.S. National Hot Air Balloon Championship lands in western Nebraska. Starting August 12th, there will be 50 balloons coloring the sky. Then on the 16th and 17th, 30 Old West Balloon Fest pilots take flight. Can't make it to the morning launches? Enjoy one of 2 night glow options. August 15th at WNCC or the 17th at Five Rocks Amphitheater. There will be a kids' education zone and tethered rides for kids 12 and under. The morning launches at Mitchell Airfield. To learn more about the national competition and the Old West Balloon Fest, visit theoldwestballoonfest.com.
Are you ready to join the celebration? Then what are you waiting for? Switch to Viero today and find out exactly why we're better. More towers than the competition. Convenient stores in your neighborhood. Friendly, helpful customer service, and top phones at excellent values, such as the iPhone XR for free. That's right. Get a free iPhone XR when you purchase any other iPhone of equal or greater value. Viero Wireless, your better choice for wireless service.
My kids eat vegetables never, but they eat runs of sandwiches, which have cabbage, which is a vegetable, which makes me the mom of the year.
Welcome back. A 30-year-old Gering man is being held on a $250,000 bond following an early Friday morning pursuit. James Thorpe is charged with willful reckless driving, flight to avoid arrest, and possession of stolen property. Court documents say Gering police attempted to pull Thorpe over on Friday, but instead he led officers on a high-speed chase for nearly 30 minutes. Subsequent investigation revealed that the Jeep he was driving was stolen as well. Thorpe made his first appearance on the charges today in Scotts Bluff County Court. Well, a Scotts Bluff man has taken over the helm of the Regional Kiwanis Club organization. Derek Manley with the Scotts Bluff Noon Kiwanis Club is the new governor of the Rocky Mountain District, which includes the Panhandle, Wyoming, Colorado, and even one part of New Mexico. Manley says he has two areas of emphasis overseeing the leadership of more than 90 clubs, the first of which is boosting membership, and the second area will be developing the pipeline of leadership inside the organization, with plenty of opportunities for members to serve in a variety of ways. And anglers, fish, and a diverse set of wildlife will soon enjoy a new stretch of trout stream in the western Nebraska Panhandle. Construction is underway to add nearly 3/4 of a mile of trout stream on Dry Spotted Tail Creek, just west of Mitchell. The new stream section, which is being constructed to receive water from the creek's existing straightened channel, will result in new wetland habitat for many aquatic species and terrestrial wildlife on the Platte River Basin Environment's 1,300-acre spotted tail wildlife between Mitchell and Morrill. The construction zone is closed to visitation, but the public may attend an open house at the site on September 10th at 6 p.m. Well, straight ahead, the Scottsbluff Bearcat football team starting up their morning practices ahead of their upcoming season. Chris Cottrell catches up with new head coach Judd Hall right after this in sports.
Why love a rain garden? Let me count the ways. Rain gardens contain and filter water runoff while recharging our underground water supply. They provide habitat for birds, bees, and beneficial insects. Native perennials give 4 seasons of color and texture, beautifying a home while increasing its value. Established gardens are low-maintenance, low-water landscape features, colorful, functional, and sustainable. Rain gardens, brought to you by Tri-City Stormwater. Our water, our responsibility.
KNEB presents country music rising star Dylan Scott. Friday, August 16th at the historic Midwest Theater in Scotts Bluff. Presented by Allo Communications and Viera Wireless. Tickets are on sale now at the Midwest Theater box office, by phone at 632-4311 or at midwesttheater.com. Dylan Scott, August 16th at the historic Midwest Theater in Scotts Bluff with KNEB.
You said yes. Together, you planned every detail. You married. And then you realized 500 square feet just isn't enough room for two. When life happens, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today. You decide to add another to your family. You start reading parenting books. You're amazed that such a small human could need so much space. When life happens, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today.
Now, sports from the First National Bank Sports Desk. First National Bank of North Platte, the bank to think of first.
Summer sports wrapping up just as the fall campaigns are getting started. We start with the close of the summer baseball season for the Western Nebraska Pioneers. Last night at Oregon Trail Park Stadium, it was the visiting Badlands Big Sticks winning the 2019 Expedition League title. For the second straight night, the Pioneers fell behind early. They were down 5-0 after 5 innings. After a pair of 2-run frames in the 6th and 7th innings, though, the Pioneers trailed 6-4 heading into their final at-bat in the 9th. Caught a break early in that inning with a drop fly ball, and then they were able to punch a run across on an error by the Badlands third baseman. Then with 1 out and the tying run on first base, Badlands pitcher Court Dietrich got Jordan Rathbone to ground into a season-ending 4-6-3 double play, and the Big Stick celebration was underway. The road team won all 3 games in the championship series as the Pioneers are denied a second straight Summer League championship. Western Nebraska, another great campaign though overall. They led the league in attendance again this summer, averaging over 1,100 people per night at home games. And the Pioneers' final record winds up at 49-16. So, as mentioned, one sport wrapping up, but now comes the brunt of another fall sports campaign for area high schools. Fall practices officially got started this morning, and the marquee team in the region every fall, that's the Scotts Bluff Bearcats football team. This season, a change at the top with Judd Hall, now the head coach, taking over for Joe Benson.
Very excited. Didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Haven't got a lot of sleep this week trying to get prepared, but we're excited for the challenge to continue the success that the Bearcat football program has had over the last 30 plus years.
The Garrett Nelsons, the Keegan Reif-Schneiders, the Chris Busbys of the world, they're gone. But the Cats are a reload type of program. No rebuilding here, and plenty of talent coming back. I asked Coach what he sees right now when he looks at his team.
A lot of excitement. The unknown is always exciting, but we have a lot of guys that worked hard all summer, have a lot of guys that came in early this morning, and we're here ready to go. So excitement and just preparing for the unknown and trying to do the best we can right now.
Much of that team's success this year will ride on finding leadership within this roster. The coaches said over and over last year it was a player-led team. That search is on for those guys on the practice field.
And we had that take place this morning. We had seniors that were at the front of the line. We had offense and defensive linemen that were at the front of the line for our warm-up routine, and that's what we're going to rely on. We're going to rely on those guys up front and our seniors to set the tone similar to the way we did last year.
Coach Hall says this could be the best line play they've got in quite some time. Another great starting point, obvious. Quarterback and linebacker Sebastian Harsh, the senior back. Also, the return of lineman Sam Clarkson, and look for a big year in the backfield for senior Jacob Krull. The Cats will open at home against North Platte on August 30th. I'll make a stop over at Gering in the next couple of days, and we'll have an early camp report for the Bulldogs later this week. That's the latest today from right here at the First National Bank Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell. Ryan has a check of the community calendar coming up right after this on KNEB.TV.
Sometimes events in life are planned. Others, a happy surprise. No matter what life change you're navigating, whether you're getting married or just want a bigger yard for your pup, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today. Retirement. A new season in life where you can change how you live it. And something easier, convenient, that feels just right. When it's time, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today.
Known previously as Angela's Bridal and Boutique in downtown Scotts Bluff, now tuxedos and men's formal wear by Angela's. Brought to you by Weborg 21 Center. We are excited to offer you more one-on-one customer service. Whether you need a tux for the wedding, a suit for the office, or you're just ready to step up your everyday fashion. And don't forget our second location. Angela's Boutique is now located at Bianco & Company in downtown Scotts Bluff, still empowering women to look and feel their most confident. The same great boutique, now just down the street.
Take your career to the next level with Chadron State College's online Master of Business Administration program, taught by experienced professors who care about your success. The accredited, fully online MBA program is backed by CSC's more than 100 years of education leadership. Flexible, 8-week courses let you work at your own pace wherever you are, and CSC's experienced professors are committed to your success. Chadron State College, real people, real results. Join us today at csc.edu.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look at what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
World champion bullfighter Dusty Tuckness has a lot to think about at work. He looks into the eyes of real angry bulls for a living. But Dusty wouldn't trade this job despite some really hard days at work. At home, Dusty's world is quiet and comfortable. Dusty leaves his boots, his hat, and his hard day at the door every day, and so can you. Renewal by Anderson windows and patio doors keep the outside out. They're the best of the best, installed by local people who care. Renewal by Anderson. It's good to be home.
Why do we work all hours of the night? Head towards challenges instead of turning away. And work together to solve the toughest problems so you can enjoy the little things and all the big moments life has to offer. Tri-State and our family of electric cooperatives. Brighter, stronger, better together.
The growth and prosperity of our community is dependent on the reinvestment of local dollars into our local economy. When you open a high-interest savings account at Platte Valley Bank, we turn around and loan your money back to our community for new construction, business expansion, home loans, in backing agriculture, and much more. Come save with us at Platte Valley Bank and know that you are doing business with a local bank with local decisions that reinvests your money here in our community.
And finally tonight, local fair seasons have wrapped up for 2019, but before festivities came to a close, KNB Farm Director Shabella Guzman headed up to Hemingford for the Butte County Fair.
The Butte County Fair has been welcoming fair exhibitors all week. I took the 21st Century KNB farm truck to Hemingford for the 4-H Poultry Show. The event had many youth entered with a variety of birds. First-year poultry 4-H contestant Carly Harwood of Hemingford tells us about her bird, a dark Brahma.
Oh, she is pretty and she has swirly feathers that are zigzaggy. And she has not a straight beak, she has a curved beak. One is the end, one is in, one is out.
The poultry show included several divisions, including a senior one, which Kelsey Horton of Alliance was entered in with her bird, a black Silkie. She explains why she likes the Silkies.
They're a really tame breed and they're easy to just hold and they hold still during showing. Silkies have black skin and black bones and they have 5 toenails as opposed to the regular 4 that most birds have. And their feathers lack the barbicels that hold them together, giving them the frayed appearance.
While the poultry show was going on in the ring, outside the ring, the cattle, sheep, and pigs were getting baths and having their pictures taken with their exhibitors for use later at the fair. Wyatt Walker of Alliance went with his family to a sale where they picked out the heifer as a calf. He explains what they looked for when picking out the calf.
I think she'll have a good calf just because of how she comes out of her flank and her length of her body. And we picked her with how her body is just because we knew she'd have a good calf, because if we get the right genetics in her, we can get a calf just like her or similar to her or even better than how she looks right now.
And although local county fairs have wrapped up, things will soon be getting underway for the Nebraska State Fair, which runs from August 23rd through September 2nd. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you here next time.